All right. So what we're going to do today is we learn about fairy tales so that we can start to write our own fairy tales, or we'll be writing fractured fairy tales. So fairy tales are make-believe stories that include magic and talking animals. They don't always have to have that. They're often told orally, and they usually have once upon a time. They have good and evil characters. Sometimes they have the number 3 or 7 for some reason, so we'll be looking for that. They might have royal princesses, princes, kings, and queens. There's usually a lesson that's learned, and then the ending is usually happily ever after. So they usually end in a happy way. So I'm going to be sharing this with you today, and you guys are going to be doing these Google slides. You can either do them, I'm going to get started, and then you can finish them, or you can ask me for help if you need some help. So this is going to be Google Slides, and you're just going to keep it going. Don't turn in, because we're going to keep working on it until we get done. So if you can't see this, it's called Find It. So I'm going to be flipping to the 3 little pigs, and we're going to see if we can find any of these things in the story. Does it begin once upon a time? Does it have a good or an evil character? Is there a royalty? Does it have the number 3 or 7? Do the characters learn a lesson? And does the story end happily ever after? So I'm going to be putting up here. So this is a text box. If your text box is never big enough, you can always make it bigger, and it's okay. So I'm going to put this. Oops. That one bigger too. I don't make these, but so it's okay if this doesn't work for you. Like it's not working for me. So I'm going to erase that person's text. So we're going to be doing 3 little pigs today. So we're going to listen to it, and then we're going to come back and see if we can find any of these elements, and then you can always go back and listen to it again if you need to.
Once upon a time, there lived 3 pigs.
All right, so if we go back to our document here, it definitely began with opened with once upon a time. This bigger. Just double click in there. And take that out there. So we know there were the 3 little pigs. The good character. The wolf. Was the wicked character. Didn't see any royalty in there. And then I'm going to leave these last ones for you guys to fill in. So was the number 3 present in the story? Explain if yes or no. What lesson did the characters learn? If you go back on the very end, you can hear they said what lesson they learned, but you know this. If you know the story, you probably already know the lesson. And then did the story end with some sort of happily ever after? If they didn't say it exactly, was it similar? So your assignment today is just to finish filling out this form. And that's all you have to do, but don't hit turn in.